Hello everyone, I'm Nikhil Sehgal, a student of Chitkara University, pursuing the 2 plus 2 program with Deccan University. My student ID is 2510999069. So in today's video, I will be discussing about my HD task for the unit SIT 112, which is Introduction to Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. So in the video, I will be discussing how I completed the task along with the methods I used to clean, to prepare, to analyze, and to visualize the data using sentiment analysis. How I used different method making functions of the sentiment analysis using TextBlob and making charts using Matplotlib and Seaborn. So now let's move to the Python file. This is the first Python file which was provided in the task. So the libraries imported here were pre-given. I just run this part of code, or we can say the particular cell. I have already run this. So this is saying Google API Python client module not found. If this happens, it will start installing the module, and after the successful installation of the module, it is saying all required modules are installed. So this is the second one. This is the credentials file where we can import the CSV data sets. So here, firstly, I created a util API key. Then I put the API key code to a file named credential.ini. Then copied the path of that file into this particular cell. After running all the cells, we will get the data which is required for the analysis. So now let's moving to the second file, which is the main file. So this is the main file in which we have to perform code. So for this task, I have selected five YouTube channels or news channels. These five channels are Fox News, BBC News, CNN, MSNBC, and Sky News. I have selected 40 videos from each channel. So this is the import cell. It was pre-given. I have already run it. So now this code was also given, which prepares the data for us. These are the pre-given functions which are used in the analysis. We will talk it later. So firstly, checking that if our data sets have any null value or not. So as you can see, our video dataset doesn't have any null values, but the current PDF dataset have so many null values, like 48 null values in comment text, 10 in comment option, and 3,531 in the parent comment ID. Now this is the cell where I have use cleaning of data. I have selected only the required column which are required in the analysis. So we require video ID, video title, channel title, publishing year and month, view count, like count, and comment count from the video dataset. From the comments dataset, we will require video ID, comment text, its year, and this month. So these are the datasets. After the cleaning of datasets, we will drop the rows from the comment dataset which have null values, like the comment text has 48 null values. So we have to remove the 48 values. So I used the drop in function here, which will remove the null values from the comment text from this column.
which will remove 48 values, as we can see. So now, after dropping the values, we will final check if our datasets have any null values. So, as from the result, there are no null values. So now we have also given a merged dataset in which both the datasets are merged. So, making a new dataset, ABC, in which we will only extract these columns from the dataset, only these, because only these columns are required in our analysis of the question. So then making a new data ideas in which I will drop the null values from the video comments. So we will also we can also check if there are null values. I have already checked that there is no null values. So now let's move to the main goal of the task. So there were three questions in the file from which we only have to do one. So I'm choosing the second one. So now, firstly, we have to apply the gut sentiment and gut sentiment score function to the comment to get sentiment score and sentiment categories. So applying the get sentiment score function in both. Then in the next part, we have to create subplots. So for the subplot, we have given the condition we have to group the comments by video and calculate the average sentiment score of comments and sentiment score for each title. So making a variable h1 in which we will apply group by command. We will group by video ID, then apply the mean function on the comment sentiment score, and then we will reset the index and name the column as average comment sentiment. And then we will merge h1 with the video ID and title score sentiment, which was this. We will merge this and this one. So then dropping the duplicate values on video ID, which will uh, select only the values which are common in both. So next, creating a subplot, we will create a regression plot. These are the title. This is the title, X label, and the Y label. For the next subplot, we have to group the comments by video and calculate average sentiment score and number of likes for each video. So same as for the first graph, we will group the video ID and apply mean on sentiment score and reset index and name and will give name average comment sentiment and then merge it with the like count and video ID as we have to count the likes, then dropping the duplicate values and plotting the graph. Same for the third part. In this, we have to change only this thing with the duration as we have to calculate every sentiment score and duration, creating third subplot. All the three subplots are regression plots. So these are the plots. So the observations from the subplots was that the regression coefficient was positive in case of first and third. This is the first graph and this is the third graph, which shows that if the video has positive titles, then the chances are more that the video will get positive comments. And same for the duration. The more the duration, the more the positive comments. But in the case of H2, the slope is negative or the regression coefficient is negative. So if the like count increases, then the sentiment score decreases, which shows a negative relation. So the second observation, now the second observation for the graphs was that the correlation coefficient is very less along all the cases. As we can see, all the graphs are scattered, not not closely attached to each other. So the prediction is that H2 is the most scattered among all the three. As you can see, it is most scattered. The points are very far from the regression line. So, but in the case of H1 and it's H3 actually, H3, the scatterness is low. As you can see, the points are not too far from the regression line, which indicates that they can be considered more for the sentiment analysis rather than this H2. So this was all about the video. Thank you so much for watching.